anybody in this cemetery that wants to communicate with us? If there's anybody in the cemetery that wants to communicate with us, you can talk to one of the devices in my hand and we'll be able to hear you. Did yours say something?
Oh yeah. A lot. Frank?
Mine just says nasty.
1950s.
Nasty.
I'm reaching out.
I'm coming to you.
When it's right over here, it said 1950s.
What about the 1950s?
And then it said Frank. To me. Over there it said we're making contact over by Dad. And it said Sid and Josephine.
So they already know that we're making contact.
Yeah. And then it said Sacred. And then it said I'm reaching out. And it said Taylor in 1950s. And then it just
And that
said
spray didn't work.
Frank. No.
I know.
Oh, you know?
You know what?
There were several. So like I was walking through and I was like, oh, there's a headstone. I cleared it off to see what it said.
Right. Here's what a bunch of the headstones are going to look like.
Yes, or they're just blank, so you don't
Yeah.
know.
Because they're unknown.
Yeah. And a lot of these you can't really read.
Man, what?
That only made it this far. So if you're on, oh, there's more over here.
Let me rest.
Let me rest. We're not here to disturb anybody that doesn't want to be. So it said let me rest, but we're not here to disturb anybody that doesn't want to be. We're here out of respect. And we're only here to get your story and to communicate with those that want to communicate with us. With that being said, is there anybody that wants to communicate? So, Mom, I think with you being a woman, they're probably going to talk to you. Because if it's the three that were hung, they were cut down and buried by women, and they were hung by men. So,
Hear me.
but someone just walked by the gate.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you're at peace. I'm sorry, you're not.
Movement over there a while ago, but
I thought I saw something in the woods.
Well, there is quite a bit of deer. So what I saw could have been an animal up there.
Yeah, that's what I saw over there. So I looked and was like, oh, I'm gonna go see.
Ground.
Ground?
I don't understand.
Okay.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a moan.
I heard that car.
No, it wasn't a car.
Can you make that sound again?
Celebrate.
Celebrate what?
What are you wanting to celebrate? Oh, I missed it. They're hard to find.
yeah, they're hard to see.
Well, what happened when we got our stuff and cleaned it off? Took a picture.
When
Sorry, there was a miscarriage.
Oh, that's awful.
Anna.
Anna? Is Anna who had a miscarriage? A lot of the headstones are just these memorials and they don't know the names. So I had Anna come across mine.
switch yours over to the necklace
We can. I was wondering if Mom wanted to do Estes. We can
I
try
don't care.
asking her questions with you under.
You
And
can
see
try it.
because it's usually
Wilson.
Wilson. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Okay, there's tons of people just, and I can't understand them. One son
What's your name?
dead.
Flash.
Caleb.
Was there anybody hung in this cemetery?
Bull.
Is the stories true that there was 3 people hung here during the Civil War?
Is this recording or?
No, I can set it to.
Men,
Are you mad because there's men in here?
stop it.
We're not here out of any
Come
disrespect.
here.
We're not here out of any disrespect.
Look.
We're just here to communicate with those who want to and to tell your story.
Here.
Was there anybody hung in this cemetery?
I swear it said look up.
Is this the tree? Is this the tree?
Yep.
How many people were hung from this tree?
What? See? You?
You can see me?
Yep.
What was the name of the 3 people that were hung at this tree?
Hey, I ain't super cold and I got goosebumps.
I swear. It sounded like this one. And here. Back. Okay, whoever said tree, can you talk? Just you?
Nice to meet you too. What's your name?
Are you happy that the people cut you from the tree and buried you?
Yes.
How many people were hung from this tree?
You? Yes.
Can you give me the names of the 3 people that were hung from this tree?
That was a yes and a shh.
You said you had a dark past? She said dark at the same time. So you had a bad past?
Do something wrong.
Woman? I think you said cut or cup.
I just asked.
It was a woman.
Are you the one that cut the men from the tree?
I swear it just said Teddy and Justin.
I can't find my way.
I can't find my way. I heard that. Was that your phone?
That was your phone.
Okay.
You want to swap?
Yeah, I want you to see. All I get is a whole bunch of people talking.
Alright.
Were you hung by this tree, or from this tree, actually?
Definitely.
Thank you. How many of you were hung from this tree?
Jordan.
I think it said Hannah. Dead. Yes.
How many were hung from this tree, if this is the tree? Can you tell me a number? Or names?
Jenny. Jim. There's more, but I missed them.
Okay, good. Thank you. Who were you hung by?
Something about town.
This used to be an old town?
Guilty. Bob.
Did you
Leave.
have...
Laughter.
Did you have a trial?
I laughed.
Kill you.
Okay. Did you
With
have a
you.
trial?
Was you found guilty? Is that why you were found?
Yep.
You were found guilty and hung. Okay. What else? So
Okay.
who was trying to reach out earlier? You said on my phone, I'm reaching out. Can you tell me your name?
The whole thing?
Yes, please.
If you're gonna whisper, you gotta talk louder. I can't make it out.
Okay. You hear Teddy? You gotta speak up a little, okay? He has trouble hearing you.
We're not here to disrespect or harm you. We're just here to hear.
Here it was.
Hear what was?
Okay, we're just gonna do this without the headphones, cause.
Is it crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I got. I was trying so hard, but it was just so sporadic. I mean, it was answering some of our questions, but yeah, it was, yeah, crazy.
Tradition.
Tradition. What was a tradition?
What do you want us to know?
Which headstone?
Was there 3 people hung in this cemetery? Why were 3 people hung in this cemetery? Something about control.
Is it true the cemetery was started by 3 men being hung here and buried here? Is that where the cemetery began?
I've heard both.
Yeah.
How many spirits are trying to talk to us right now? We're here to get your story. So if you're one of the men that were hung here and you want to tell your story, now is your chance. Psst. What's the psst about? Do you know any of our names? Anybody else here? Apparently not. No, there was footsteps. Are we supposed to go this way? Are we safe if we stay in this cemetery? Are the spirits here divided on us being here?
Sit and listen.
We'll sit and listen. You guys talk, we'll listen. You can also talk directly into my microphone, which is right here. if there's anything you'd like to tell us, you can go ahead and do so now. If you would like to give us a sign that you're here, you can do that as well. Did you get the EMF and the camera? Okay. I'm going to ask a few questions, but I'm going to have you talk directly into the device here in my hand. If you talk directly to it, I'll be able to hear you. Do you know how this cemetery was started? Is everybody that's buried here happy with the cemetery?
Chief.
Chief. What about Chief? You say the flowers started moving, but nothing else?
Constance.
Constance?
Constance? Constance buried here? Well, put so please believe us.
Believe us?
Please believe us.
So is it true that you were hung here? And that the women of the town cut you down and buried you? All I've had is Chief.
Chief? Oh, wow.
1200s.
1200s.
Mine was 1950s, so... Wow. Were you here in the 1200s?
That's what I was going to ask.
This device I'm holding here in my hand,
Understand. Andrea.
if you come up
Andrea.
and touch it,
Understand.
it'll change the colors here. You're welcome to come up and touch it.
I didn't believe this.
You didn't believe what?
One tells up, told me, please believe us.
And it said, I didn't believe this. And it says, please believe us. Are you talking about that the spirit world exists?
Where they actually hung the people. I don't know the situation.
What did you not believe?
Back up toward the park, I don't trip over a tombstone.
Hunting.
Hunting. You didn't believe hunting? Hey, Dad. I've got the light, but it don't connect to it.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I just didn't want to trip over a tombstone.
Well, I mean, I need to have a light.
There are many soldiers here.
Confederate?
There's both.
There's both. Are the soldiers here from the Civil War?
You're okay here.
You're okay here.
Okay.
Thank you.
I asked earlier if we were safe. Is it okay with you that we're here trying to communicate with you? We don't mean any
Be quiet and listen.
Gotcha. So I'd be really quiet because they might talk into a microphone. The woods.
I like the lights.
There's something walking. Are you wanting us to go to the sound? Is that why you want us to be quiet and listen so we can hear you? This is the tree it said look up at also.
We hear you.
Well, we're trying to hear you. You said to be quiet. What do you want us to know? We're here to get your story.
Blacksmith.
You were a blacksmith?
Honest.
Honest.
This is flushed.
Is this the light you said that you like?
Tap.
What is it?
Tap.
Tap? I've been hearing noises. Are you tapping on something?
We were executed.
The camera was pointed right toward you.
Were you executed because you were guilty of a crime? Or were you executed because of the war?
Can you stay a while?
We can stay a little while. We'll stay. We'll communicate with you. We'll get your story.
Your face.
Face.
What's that device?
Okay.
One flashing lights.
So the one here that's flashing green to red, it is called an EMF. If you put your energy by it, it will change colors. But these are cameras. We're able to record and we can watch this later. Danny back here also has a camera. Is there any other questions? There's been
You see me.
I can't see you, or if I did see you, I missed it.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. And there's something walking over here.
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle? Well, it said mummy and then it said gargoyle, so like that's a little...
Josiah.
Josiah?
Demon.
Demon.
Benedict.
Benedict. Benedict buried here too?
Is there somebody evil in this cemetery?
Just been walking?
No, it's on fire. I thought it was, I put the EMF meter in my pocket a while ago, and I thought it was it getting hot. It's still going.
But I know sometimes when something extremely traumatic happens somewhere,
Right.
like that land's pretty much cursed and those people are angry. And so if they've went, 160 years being angry.
Died very recently.
Now there are fairly recent
Yes, there
graves. They're on up there.
There.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some ancient graves.
And that might be what it's saying. We've caught them or got them on camera. Or you see me as we
Found.
found. We just said that we went to the headstones and now it said found. I'm turning on my light. The weeds are so
I'm
high.
with my children.
I'm with my children.
You're with your children? So are your children and you buried here?
We're trying to make our way through the cemetery, but it's not been mowed.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Oh.
So the person that started the town was a doctor and his wife was a nurse.
Oh.
But they didn't come here until about 40 years after
Right.
those men were hung and buried.
I can still be here, though.
Right.
Approach.
Approach what? Are we approaching what? Are we approaching the area or... Hold this up above the weeds.
Charles.
Charles.
I'm with my parents.
I'm with my children. I'm with my parents.
Can you tell me what
I was stationed here.
I was stationed here.
you were? Well, what? Can you tell me what your name is?
Are you one of the Union soldiers? If you were stationed here? There's a few Union soldiers stationed here. Were you stationed here and killed in this area?
Hear us whisper.
Hear us whisper. We'll listen. There's a lot of background noise.
Save.
Or I wonder if they're saying that we're able to hear their whispers. Is there anything you'd like to tell us before we leave? Unfortunately, we won't be able to stay all night. Is there anything you want us to know before we leave?
Please get out.
Please get out. And I just said we're fixing to leave. We appreciate everybody that came and communicated.
Damn, that deer scared me.
Whew!
I just jumped a baby deer.
Jesus, you gave me a heart attack.
Gave you a heart attack. Something big moved. I think been here the whole time we were here, probably. Sorry.
Whew, well, I walked through this area to get pictures of some of the headstones.
Burnt.
Burnt. Is that how you died? Or is that what you did to Danny's leg?
We hear you.
We can hear you sometimes.
And if you don't want to actually speak out loud to us, you can speak into this microphone. And we can hear it later.